What's up, guys? Kyle with Kyle's Custom Baits here. I wanted to talk to you guys about the first bait I ever made. In my first video, I talked about how I had a broken hoe handle and I just cut a piece off of it. I think it's pine. I'm not sure, but it was just to see if I could do it. And I'd taken a knife and just wheeled it down on it and sanded until I got a shape I liked. I have taken it out, no hooks on it. But I got a little bit of an action out of it when it would stay like this, but it wanted to flip and stay upside down the whole time. It's not weighted nearly enough. I have one BB in there is what I put. I was just like, I want to make a rattle. I didn't think anything about weight. And I took a piece of a cork and put it in the hole, cut it down to where it was enough, and just wedged it in there. It's got a slight rattle. It's real quiet. But that lip, it's not nearly enough down. If it was more down, I think I'd get a lot more out of it. But we're going to try to drill in here and add some more weight in the belly and see if it'll stay centered down when I take it out, and see if it'll actually be fishable. We've got to test it out here. All right, guys. I've got I think it's 9/64 drill bit. I like to start smaller because they will splinter off, and you don't want to mess up the rest of the wood around. So I'll start smaller with a bit and work my way up. But right there is where the original BB is. We're going to try to go in front of that, but not far enough up to hit the lip. And it went straight to the cork. Let's see. Alright, guys, I've dug a little bit more in there, because that cork did not, it pulled the bit straight to the cork, and it was such a weird type of wood, it took me a minute. But I actually did have 2 BBs in there, but like I said, not nearly enough. So we're going to drill it out a little bit and weight it down, see how many we can get in there without having too big of a hole. Alright, guys, I've got it bored out decently. We're going to see how many we can get in there. I don't even care if I have a rattle anymore. I just wanted to get it to swim, because it's not always great to have a rattle in a bait. Sometimes it does scare the fish off. It just depends on the fish, where you're fishing, time, and everything like that. But we're going to see how many we can get in here. Had 2 before, so we know we can get more than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might be able to get 8 in there. Yeah, we can get 8. And still might be a little bit of a rattle. Just depends how we seal it. I'm gonna get my stuff ready for this and show you guys what's going on. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, guys, is a little trick I picked up from another YouTuber. I've mentioned him in videos before, Marling Baits. Amazing stuff. And he's where I got the type of super glue that I use, the Starbond CA glue. It's thin. It's amazing. And one of the tricks he does, which works great, is super glue and baking soda. It makes such a strong little compound. It's ridiculous. So I'm just putting some baking soda in there to fill in that gap, and I'll fill it up to the top so it seals. That way I ain't worried about it. I can sand off and repaint, stuff like that. Let me get this filled up and I'll show you what we do here. Alright, guys, so I've got it not completely filled. There's still a top, but you want to put it in there some before you completely top it off. Tap it, let it go down a little bit. It'll work itself down. You take your super glue. Mine, I actually broke my nozzle off. If you can see, I've got it wrapped up because I was getting glue on me because I'm using it like this. I've got more ordered, but I have no more nozzles. So it's going to be messy, but I'll have to sand and repaint this anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Just a drop or two in there. Probably can't see it, it's running down the side of the lid. If I can get it to come out anymore. There we go. And then you don't have to have it, but if you're doing this, it comes in handy. Accelerator. Type in Super Glue Accelerator on Amazon. It's sold by Starbond too. It's great stuff. Can take with the baking soda. It is quicker, but this can turn a minute or 2 minutes of drying into 3 seconds. It's crazy. Spray sparingly. It can take plenty. It won't hurt none. And then we'll get some more baking soda. You can see. We'll put some more baking soda in there. Try to clean off around it as much as you can, but like I said, we're going to be painting and sanding this again anyway. But if you have a lot of excess, like the dusting of the baking soda around it, it'll spread to it, and that can get real annoying. Then we just add a little bit more. Just 1 drop and 2 drops because there's a lot to sink in there. Spray it with the accelerator and voila, solid as a rock. Super glue and baking soda, crazy. I'll use it for all kinds of stuff now. I'll have to work on this a little bit more, and I'll give you guys an update video on it after I sand it. I'm going to repaint it. I'll show you what I did with the painting here first time. It's the first one I ever painted. I figured it's the first lure I made. I want to paint it first. I've always loved the bright chartreuse green. I always loved that, so I started with that in black. That black and chartreuse are my favorite 2 colors together. I love them together, and I tend to have great luck off those colors together on worms and everything. And then I wanted to add a little pop to the bottom, so I made a pink. Same way I did that a popper, the salmon popper. Same way I did it as that color. And I used some lace from just one of the lace things you can get, the rolls of ribbon, Walmart, anything like that. My wife had some laying around and I used it just to give it that cool little effect. I did it on top as well. You can't, there you can see it there. Damaged that putting the eyes in. I'll put new eyes on it as well because I destroyed those. But putting the eyes in, I was trying to super glue them in, and it got on my finger, pulled the paint off, scuffed the eyes all nasty now. But I did a pearlized white up through that, and that's where you can see the color difference there. But I'll give you guys an update video when I start working on this some more. I just wanted to show you guys the first one I did while it was still existing in the way it was. But we'll see how it goes after this. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy.